Hi there, it's Tiffany from Daisy Farm Crafts, and today I'm going to do a tutorial for you of a velvet twist headband out of Bernat Velvet Plus. I've had a lot of fun learning how to work with this new thicker version of velvet, so I thought it would be pretty good to see if we could get a velvet twist headband to work, and it is super thick and nice. So let's get started and I'll show you what I did. I'm using a 10mm size hook, and I've made my chain the exact circumference around my head. So for me, that was 22 inches around. So just take your chain and measure it around your head and have it be pretty much exact, because the way we're going to make this headband is not going to stretch very much. This is all slip stitch. So what you'll do is start in the second chain from the hook, and you'll have to feel your way down the chain, and I'm just inserting my hook under the top loop, yarning over and pulling through the loop. This is just your classic slip stitch, and that is what I have made the entire headband out of, is back loop slip stitch. So one little tip I have for you in order to make it a little bit easier, not get these slip stitches too tight, is when you pull through, sometimes you can angle your hook up and then pull through. And that keeps it not quite so tight against the row. But anyway, try and keep your chain from twisting, and just work your way down the row, feeling for the next stitch. Now I'm at the end of the row, and so I'll chain one and turn, and then I'll just have to sort of feel my way and kind of turn the chain towards me. Don't work into this chain one that we just made, but try the first stitch of the row. Just find that back loop, and like I say, kind of pull up, and that'll help to keep it just a little bit more loose, like that. And just work back down the row and chain one and turn. And I did this. You can make your headband as wide as you like, and I'm going to work on this for about 11 rows, maybe 12. I'll see what I think. And then I'll show you how to sew together for the twist. So I think I've done 12 rows. It's really hard to tell when you're using the slip stitch. So basically, though, we want about 5 inches of width, and that is pretty good width for these headbands. So if you have lost count of your rows like I have, just pull out your tape measure and do 5 inches. So here I am at my last stitch, and I'm going to go ahead and tie this off and give myself a longer tail so I can sew the ends together. So slip that off, and then pull this, pull your stitch free, or tie that end off like that. Give it a little tug, and then go ahead and grab your tapestry needle for sewing and thread this end. And I'll show you how simple it is to put these velvet twist headbands together. So what you want to do is, have it vertical, pull up the bottom half, fold it in half, but make sure this point is halfway between this end, because what we're going to do is wrap this kind of like a little sandwich. So this side will go around the back that way, and then bring this to the front like that. All right. Now I know that this, our little tail is right here in the middle, and that is okay. I'm just gonna poke it right out there so it's pretty even. These are a little bit trickier to sew together just because it's this thick velvet, but you want to make sure that you are going through all 4 layers and making sure you're kind of lining them up. So I kind of use the needle to do my work there. So there's one. And I'm going to go ahead and come around, loop it over, and do it again. So here's my first layer, my second layer, my third layer. Make sure I get it in there. And that last layer. Pull, 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 pull so tight. And this is where I should have said too, oops, I want to, you know, say you did make it just a little bit too long for your head after you tried it on, you know, you could kind of make up the difference when you sew this together. But generally this slip stitch, the way that we've worked it, is not going to stretch too much. Oh my, okay. Keep going. Here's my last. Still trying to get that third layer in there. And now I'm going to work back down the other way to make sure it's secure. And when I get to this final end right over here, I'll work it one more time, and then I'm going to tie a knot with this starting tail. Just go really tight, and I'll just clip this off. And here's where the magic happens. Now this won't be shown, will be on the inside, so you don't have to worry about that. So then, this is where the twist happens. You just turn it inside out and you have your twist, just like that. And you've got a nice, super velvet plus. Sheds just a little bit when I cut it off. I did get a little bit of shedding, but other than that, oh, I'll post the picture of my daughter-in-law Elizabeth. We had her model the cream one, and but these are just super, super cozy and warm. So if you need a thick velvet, fur-looking velvet twist headband, here you go. So this is Bernat Velvet Plus. Just like that. Okay, thank you so much for coming by. We'll see you next time.